Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Old School versus New School. I know y'all can tell in my voice that it's something a little different. Before we get started, I gotta send out condolences. I literally just saw it on my phone about Coach Dude. So my prayers definitely go out to his family, his loved ones. It's crazy because I just was in his live and spoke to him and everything like that. Coach Dude was really a cool person. He was really a cool person. So I'm sad to
Yeah.
hear the news about him.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. But my condolences out to his family and everybody. If he had children,
Yeah, he did.
God bless his children and everything like that. But it's crazy. It's crazy out here today. And this YouTube thing makes us celebrities just like the real celebrities. You
Yeah,
know.
like it's crazy how, during this time, particularly since after C-19, a lot of our relationships are formed on the internet, whether it be social media, Facebook, IG, Twitter, whatever you be on.
Right.
We you really form bonds with people. So like I'm very shocked to hear the news about Coach Dude, and it just kind of hit me like, but damn, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy because, like you said, we meet people that we become very fond of in these, YouTube streets, Instagram, Facebook. We may never meet them, but we become very fond of them because we communicate quite often, you know, with these people. So when something happens to one of them, it's like, oh my God. So,
Yeah, it's
but
crazy.
yeah, but we don't know what happened, but
Yeah, I don't know
God
what
bless.
happened or anything like that.
Yes,
But
God
definitely
bless him
prayers
and his
out to
family.
his family.
Yeah, no question, no question. So,
I don't even know how to feel now because that's heavy. I don't know
well,
what I would do without you, Alex.
yeah.
What am I do?
Well, I
What old
appreciate that.
man I'm gonna talk about?
Your daddy old. Watch it now.
Nah, he ain't. I'm telling him you said that to him.
Yeah, you think Cat Williams old?
He looking old. I looked at what because y'all know we about to talk about it. We're about to talk about it. Okay. Hey, low keys, what's going on? Hey, everybody that's in the bushes, come on in, because we're gonna talk about it. Everybody else talking about it, we got to say our little 2 cents on the matter.
Or
Really, a
three
lot of
cent?
sense because we are in
Yeah,
this industry.
that's it. That's it.
Um, but I saw the little salt and pepper in his beard. I said, okay then.
Yeah, yeah. Cat Williams, he got to be 50, about at least by now, or close to it. He getting up there, getting
Yeah,
up there. He been around a little minute now. You
yeah.
know. So, but he was dropping some dimes, wasn't he?
Oh, as always.
Yeah. What's the thing that struck you most just starting off as we venture into this thing? What just hit you first just to start it off with?
Um, I'm gonna say the most funniest part that I can remember is when he stood up said he was gonna bust Cedric in his stomach.
He
He
said,
said he would have bust his stomach. I said, wait a minute, what?
he gonna pop his stomach.
That was funny, but I'm not shocked at anything because me and you talk all the time behind the scenes, and like you
Mhm,
said, this is nothing new. So
mhm,
for me, all these new people that shocked at certain things, it's like, where you been? But
yeah,
I really, really, really appreciated how he gave Cedric the Entertainer his flowers because I talk about Bernie Mac all the time.
yeah,
Um, I said that wrong because the Cedric was in my head with a busted stomach. Yeah, I'm sorry. He gave Bernie Mac his flowers, and I
yeah.
feel a certain way about Bernie Mac.
Mhm,
Um, he just reminds me of my grandfather so much, like dark skin,
mhm,
funny,
mhm,
goofy, positive all the time, but don't play with it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, and Bernie Mac was absolutely the star of the Kings of Comedy. Like anybody says anything different, something wrong with you.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think you can say regarding the Kings of Comedy tour. Everybody look forward to hearing Bernie in the reruns, the repeats, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted to get to Bernie. You know.
Mm-hmm. I remember when I had my baby, I rewatched the whole Bernie Mac show series.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I go back periodically. I watch the old Def Jams when Bernie first came on. You
Uh-huh.
know, remember when Bernie first came out? He's like, "You don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers."
Right. But he
You
was
know.
so funny and he had standards. And I
Yeah.
don't care what y'all say. I am definitely a conspiracy theorist on some things. And I don't feel like he died from natural causes.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, all that stuff is to be questioned because we know what happens many times in that business. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing that really got me overall in general, before we get deep into it, is
Mm-hmm.
that lies will eventually start to unravel at some point. And I've seen a lot of people on social media saying things like, well, I hate the fact that kings are going at each other like this. You know, the black man, we need to stick together and so forth. And that sounds good on the surface. But when you have people who've been shitting on you, because all skin folk ain't kinfolk, as we know,
Exactly.
right? These people, if you got people that have been shitting on you for years, living lies, telling lies on you, stealing from you, all kind of stuff, and they're not worried about how you feel or where your career is or having your career railroaded and all. If they don't care about that, and I get an
Right.
opportunity to drill their ass, they getting it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
Wait a
that's
minute,
just the way I
pause.
look
What you
at it.
mean? Because we got to be specific during this conversation. Because
Yeah, exactly.
you gonna give
what,
who to
what I
what?
mean, what I mean, you funny as hell.
Hey, I am the street. Hey, love. Hey, Aunt Niecy.
You right though.
Yeah,
I
we got
can't
to be
say
real
drill them. I gotta
specific during this combo.
put it this way. When I get a chance to throw them under the bus, I'll do it.
I was gonna
You
say,
know,
hold
how's
on,
that?
let me take care of you real quick. Let me go
Yeah,
ahead.
put that disclaimer up there. So, do your
Because
famous.
you went all the way in. Pause.
Yeah. Where's my Where's my
Yes,
what you
where's
want?
my We be having to find that quick, okay?
Yeah. So, but that's what it is for me. That's what's really struck me the most because there's no unity in lying on me, stealing from me, you know, condemning me, whatever for years, for decades. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? People don't forget that kind of stuff. And you can't be sweeping stuff under the rug when people still haven't changed.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing about what Kat did on Shannon Sharp's interview, he called out a lot of people, as we know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, the people that he called out, no one has addressed him directly with what he said
At all, and or denied it.
or
But one
denied it.
person did deny it. I will say this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have to say this because you know I'm gonna forget.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Ice Cube, but you lied. Okay. You lied, Sir Ice Cube, and I'm gonna have to hashtag his name because he lied. He actually lied. He said he has never made a movie with a RAPE scene in it.
Mm-hmm.
We did watch Players Club, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was
And he
that not
said,
Ice Cube movie?
yes, that's Ice Cube movie, you know.
So
And
was there a scene in there, or am I mistaken?
from what I can recall, it was in there. Whether it was
Exactly.
whether it was a brutal one or not, they show whether it was graphic or not, you know,
It
whatever.
was
But
there. And we
it
know
was
what
in there.
happened. And she got beat up at Junior's
Right.
party and she got
Right.
great.
Yeah. So it was there, you know.
So that was a blatant lie.
And he said in his thing, he said we alluded to it, is what he said in his response. But
Good night, sir.
that's what he said. But he
No, I'm saying
said,
good night to him.
oh, but he said it was never in Friday. So he didn't agree with Kat there. He said it's been 25 years or so, 20 years or whatever. I'm not forgot how long it's been, but he
It's
said
been a
people's
while because I was a kid when that came out.
yeah, so he said people's memories, you know, are a little bit different. But he did say for the most part, you know, Cat's on point.
He
You
was on
know,
point for the whole part. You just want to say facing it's not going to work. Just be that's what is missing. Accountability. That's what's missing through this whole situation, right? Accountability. Because my thing be, if a person presents the facts, it's the facts. Period.
Right. Well, you know
And
that's
like
not
you said,
welcome.
his story don't change.
And you know that's not welcome though. They spend their lives, their whole careers hiding the truth. Okay. They pulled the wool over all of our eyes. I remember years ago, I'm not going to call the person's name, obviously, but I was very close friends with someone in the industry whose cousin is a huge star, one of the hugest stars ever in Hollywood. And he said to me one day, he said, Alex, if you knew what these people out here were doing, you wouldn't go see none of their movies or buy none of their records.
Right.
That's what he
I
said to
don't
me.
understand. You know, I grew up in the era of the real celebrity, right? The real celebrity, I mean that by saying, you know, back then you couldn't just get on social media and inbox somebody that you see on TV or in a movie. Now, you know, we have conversations with all type of people. They were kind of untouchable, but at the end of the day, they humans just like us.
That's right. And again, no matter who you are, I saw a video today because I told you this about before how the industry, the perverts would go after Shirley Temple. This was going on for years. This is stuff that
All the
always
kids
went
stars.
on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just saw a video today, ironically enough. I've seen it before, but it surfaced today about Shirley Temple talking about how she went into MGM. She was 12. Her and her mom went in. They came from Fox. They went to MGM to try to, you know, see if they can get a deal. MGM was interested in them. She's 12, and this old man.
I thought she was younger than that. The story
She
I
was
heard.
12 at the time, she said. And B. Mayer, whatever, the big wig at the time at MGM, stripped down naked in front of a 12-year-old girl.
And then she came out and told her mama, and then her mama said, well, guess what happened to me and
Guess what happened to me? And they both
and her
said
mama probably gave it up.
And they both sat there and laughed. Her mama probably gave it up. Shirley Temple said she ran out of there laughing. She said, because up to then, I never seen nobody naked other than me.
Right.
So she
but
said
her
she started
mom,
laughing.
Allegedly, y'all, you know, I don't know. But I'm sure her mom gave it up for that success.
Yeah, her mom probably gave it up. You know what I mean? So, but the point is that this kind of perversion, sexual deviancy has been part of the industry for years. It was built on this stuff. That's why there's always been a casting couch. Okay. Woman want a role, come on in this room. We'll discuss it. It's a couch in there. You bend over, you lay down, you open your mouth, whatever you want to do, and we'll take care of this business. And you may get a role or not, you know. But as we go point by point, I want to discuss, I guess, the first thing with the stealing of the jokes. Okay,
he stole it
because there's cat accused Steve Harvey of stealing Mark Curry's material. Cedric for stealing his material. He made accusations that Steve Harvey really left stand up because Cat Williams burnt the shit out of him on stage.
He did. They had that head to head, remember?
Right.
They actually had a head to head, like, you know, Cat Williams is hood, you know. He's from the same place I am, and he is the real one. I don't care what nobody says. So you want beef, come to my industry. You got beef with me, don't piss me off, baby, because I'm gonna put you in a song immediately. Okay, so he said, come to the stage then. You think you better than me? They went to a head-to-head, and of course, Cat won, and I ain't never seen Steve do another stand-up, but I didn't watch him anyway, so.
Right. It's like remember House Party when the dudes was chasing Kid all around the neighborhood, and they ran into that fancy party when George Clinton was the DJ. And so the guys grabbed Kid, and George Clinton hit the guys upside the head with the record. Bang! Big Muscle Bound dudes, Full Force was the singing group at the time. You know, hit him upside the head with a record, and the record broke. And I think his name Gene Anthony, one of the members of Full Force, looked at George Clinton and was like, you know, like, I'm about to beat your ass. George Clinton was like, yeah, I did it. So I cried 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. Let's take it to the stage. You know what I mean? That's
I'm
basically
done.
that's that's what Cat Williams is saying. You
Yeah.
know, let's take it
If
to the
you think you
stage.
better than me, come on.
Let's take it to the stage. And the thing was, he said, you know, allegedly Steve Harvey couldn't sell enough tickets. He invited Cat. They sold the place out, and Cat burned his ass on stage.
He
You know,
did.
tore him a new one.
He did. I watched
You
it.
know,
I watched that one.
so it's the thing with this. See, we always knew comedians steal jokes from one another. You know, a video of Bernie Mac has surfaced where Bernie was saying these older cats watch younger comedians and steal their stuff. So he tell younger comedians, don't do your stuff in front of veteran comedians because the first one to say it on TV is their joke. And Bernie was like, I got too much integrity for that. I got my own material. I don't do that to young cats. But there's a lot of old cats. He stared right into the camera. He was talking directly to somebody and said, there's a lot of older cats out here stealing material. You know,
But see, that's
so
where what Cat Williams was talking about writing, where it comes in. Because like me and you have had conversations about people stealing things from both of us, right?
right, yep.
And at first it used to really bother me, but we can't get distracted as creators. So it's like your problem is you can't come up with stuff, so you're gonna steal from me.
Right.
The great bomb ass thing about me is I can just create something else.
Yeah.
I create all day, every day, all night, every night. Y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
So that really bothered me at the time, but now I don't feel that way so much because, like I said, like I can create. Now, he had to steal because he doesn't write. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand comedy is more than just being funny. Like, just because you funny don't mean that translates to you being on the stage for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very creative. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's very dope.
And that was
he explained that.
And that was Cat's biggest thing. He was like, because these guys don't write. They just steal the stuff. They don't write. They're not writers. Cat's like, I'm a writer. You know, Mark Curry's a writer. You know, Bernie Mac was a writer. Hell, Bernie Mac had a whole series.
And then when you steal from somebody, you can convey that thing like I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Cedric is funny. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't think Cedric is funny. I don't think Steve Harvey is funny, but I think Cedric is funny. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But Cat Williams is a different type of funny to me.
Yeah.
He's just a funny person. He's really funny. His delivery is funny. He's funny. Cedric to me is more like actor funny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you see those two jokes side by side, because have you seen them side by side?
I have. Yeah.
I feel that Cat Williams executed it like the writer. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Did you see Mark Curry's and Steve Harvey's side by side?
Yeah, but you know what's even funnier about that situation is when I was little, I didn't really correlate that the shows were so much alike. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the commercial poster for Hanging with Mr. Cooper and the Steve Harvey show, it's the exact same. Like, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I tell you, hindsight, isn't it? 2020, you start looking back at stuff. But I can see
why Mark Curry would feel a way about that. You know what I'm saying? Because Steve Harvey did end up being the bigger show, but I watched Hanging with Mr. Cooper too.
Right. And here's my point with that. Okay. If you're gonna steal somebody's material, okay, and take it to the stage or whatever the case may be, you have to have some ethics about it. Okay. Call the person up first and ask for permission. Yo, I love that joke. Would you mind if I use it? Okay. If they say yes or whatever, and you a big star, say, listen, I'm gonna slide you a few dollars, man, for letting me use the joke. I
don't even like that. Okay. I ain't gonna hold you. I disagree.
That's ethics, though. But just
to go on stuff, make your own stuff. I'm never finna hear a song and be like, I'm finna do that. I'm finna do that song.
I wouldn't do it either. But I'm saying if you're going to do that, then have some ethics and contact the creator first. Don't just go and do it.
Right. You know I'm gonna give you an example of my ethics, right? So shout out to J Jig Cicero. Okay. J Jig Cicero, I love her energy and her music. So as y'all know, I have a song called F You. She has a song called IDF. No, IDAF. So mine is fuck you and hers is I don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
So she just used Cat Williams saying he was gonna punch Cedric in the stomach, and she put her song at the end. And I messaged her like, girl, I gotta borrow this, and I want to put both our songs on here and tag you. You cool with that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just go ahead and do that, even though we have a rapport. I reached out to let her know what I was doing. So I'm totally with the whole ethics thing about it, because it's business at the end of the day. And if you want to continue doing business with people, you have to handle people business like.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what it's about. And then this cutthroat behavior, this is why the chickens always come home to roost at some point. It could be 10 years down the road, it could be 20 years down the road. But when the chickens are starting to come home to roost, now everybody starts scrambling, still trying to cover up these lies.
Mm-hmm.
And
for what at this point?
What a lot of us would like to see, because clearly Kevin Hart has disdain for Steve Harvey, disdain for Kevin Hart.
Does he?
Disdain for Ricky Smiley.
You mean Cat Williams?
Cat Williams, yeah. Cat Williams has disdain for these people. Okay. So things they've done, maybe things he's seen them do at parties. Because he said he's been at parties and two men go off in the corner and do what they do. He like, what the hell is this? I can see y'all. They don't care. Mountains of cocaine on the table. They just dump their head like Scarface. And he like, nigga, I can see you. But they don't care. Because they like, this is our world. You're going to keep our secrets and so forth.
Right. Hey, Wayne, what's going on?
And one thing Kat said a while ago, okay, when he got on Ludacris about this. Ludacris had to cut his hair and cut his beard.
Hey, why he ain't say nothing about that though?
He did.
No, Ludacris didn't say nothing. He came on and rapped some verses. Yeah, with your head and your sideburns, my guy. Like
Ludacris basically said in that spit, he said, I got everything I got. I work hard. I grind. You know what I'm saying? He basically was giving himself props for being where he's at today. And
which nobody's taking that from him.
Nobody's taking it from him. I like
Hey, Auntie Fee with the facts. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Auntie Fee about the facts. Okay, if y'all not subscribed to her, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. I have to be a Ludacris fan myself. So I don't know about the beef with him and Cat. I don't get into that. But the beef was apparently about the auditioning for Fast and Furious. You know, if you cut your hair, cut your beards, and have an ugly light-skinned wife, you know, whatever, you can get the part.
Did you see the post with all the light-skinned wives?
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm about to send it to you so you can see it. Hi, Miss Sherry.
But you know what's crazy? I don't agree though with Cat bringing people's wives into this or kids. You know, keep people's wives and kids out of this. You know,
he talking about somebody's kids.
No, I'm saying it. No, that's the rule.
Just in general, okay.
Yeah, in general, you know, keep the wives and kids out of it. They have no place. That's very disrespectful. You know what I mean? But you know, Cat don't give a shit. But it's kind of the code. It's a code of honor. You keep people's wives and kids out of things like this. But again, he said 200 million, cut your hair, cut your beard, do this, do that. He didn't do it. Ludacris did it. And 10 Fast and Furious films later, $200 million, do the math. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing is what Kat was talking about. So it's just a thing where you have to decide in this business, at some point, you're going to have to make a moral decision on what you will and will not do to further your career in that business. You can always go out. You always got to go out as an independent artist, do your thing. You got that option.
Go out. Just know it's going to be a slower, harder journey.
It's going to be a slower, harder journey.
Be built for that.
Yep. If you want to blow up overnight, then get ready to bend over, get ready to suck something, get ready to do what you got to do if you want to be overnight.
Oh, pause. Where's my and I sent you the post just now.
Okay, but just get ready for all of that, to do all that stuff, and you'll be overnight. But
And the thing about that is you really do that shows where true talent is. If you're willing to go the independent route, because I could have been signed on the dotted line. I could have been, laid it wide and spread it low, whatever, however Miss Evelyn Braxton said.
Mhm.
um, like, but I have integrity and I want to be proud of what I do. So my music is gonna take longer to get out there, but it's cool because if you stand behind your talent, then you gotta live with the choices that you make.
And you heard what Cat said. Cat said his goal when he got into this business was to leave the business with a virgin asshole and never sucking a
Oh
penis.
my God, why I didn't keep the damn thing up for your ass?
That's what he said. We doing look,
He said it.
we doing the Cat Williams interview. This is what the man said.
He said it. He said it.
Okay, I'm leaving with a virgin asshole and never having to suck a penis.
He just gonna
Okay,
keep saying it.
so that's it. We look. Cat said a whole lot.
He
Okay,
did.
but I'm with him 100% on that because I'm not doing none of that. I could have did that years ago when I was propositioned.
Right.
Okay, I chose not to do it. You know what I mean? And I ain't never doing it. I got to look in the mirror every day. I cannot look in the mirror every day knowing I did something like that to get a big house and fancy cars and some notoriety. At some point that stuff gets to you. You start self-medicating, you start drinking, you get depressed, all that. It's too much.
Exactly. Let's talk a little bit about the responses, right? Because we're talking about the responses real quick. I heard that Tiffany Haddish had responded. Did you get to hear hers? Because I didn't hear it.
I heard it vaguely. I didn't hear much of it. He
been going in on her for the longest though.
Yeah, he been going on her. He said she don't write either.
She's not funny to me.
He claims anybody could have went in and did Girl Trip and did her role because it was written that way.
He said he saw the script long before. I did like the movie's Girl Trip, but of course for Queen Latifah, I love Queen Latifah.
Yeah, so it's just a thing of and there's no shame in having a writer. There's no shame in having writers. If you have a writer, so be it.
Okay? The shame come in with the whole pretending thing. Because even me as a writer, I write music, stories, all type of things. I love creative writing as well, right? But sometimes for me, furthering my craft, I want to write with some other writers now because I only write like me. And I don't want to be in a box. I want to expand. I want to learn. I want to get better. So the only way you do that is sharpen iron with iron, right? So like you said, it's no shame in working with people and collaborating with people. The shame come in with you pretending like you did that all by yourself. Because then when you get put in the room by yourself and they say, do another one, you won't be able to do it.
Won't be able to do another one. I'm working with multiple writers now on a project. This is how you get better. Thank you. This is how you get better. You challenge yourself. You don't be afraid to be competitive. Cat Williams said many times to Shannon Sharp, I'm competitive. I don't give a shit what nobody say. He even challenged Shannon Sharp. You're competitive. You're a former football player. You cannot be on a football field and not be competitive.
I love the way he did it. Let's talk about that for a second. I love the way he kept doing that because Shannon Sharp was taking sharp lefts and sharp rights all through the conversation. When Cat Williams was hitting on something, he would try to pivot because he would say, I'm cool with these people. I like these people. It's just a conversation. And you invited him there to have the conversation. So I love the fact that he would break it down to on his level where he understands I'm not calling the man dumb or anything, but don't try to act like you don't understand what I'm saying because you do.
Right. And he told Shannon that he used a sports analogy because I watch football, I watch basketball, I watch all the sports, right? And he said, listen, on paper, a team might seem better than your team on paper, but the day of that game, they still got to line up across from you and beat you man to man. That's when you're going to say, okay, y'all better on paper, but now we here. What you going to do, boy? We here now. That's
Mm-hmm.
how you got to go in that game. Otherwise, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot win. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there's
And that's
nothing
what he
wrong.
did to Steve Harvey and Steve Harvey's lace front.
Right. There you go.
I'm just saying.
What lace front? You might as well go all the way in now. You know.
That lace front that Steve Harvey had on his show.
You mean the fake high top fade? That was
Uh-huh.
perfect. Okay.
And DC, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being a member. Hey, 3 months in. Let's go.
Well, for all you guys that probably didn't hear that part, Cat Williams accused Steve Harvey of wearing a wig the whole
No, he
time he
didn't
was on
accuse him. He did have on a wig.
Okay, listen. I'm just telling you what Cat
Jamie Foxx used to wear a wig on his show too. That was not their hair.
Yeah. I mean,
It is definitely man units being stalled out here, people.
I mean, his hair was perfect. His hair was lined up. Steve Harvey's hair was lined up perfect on that show. Every episode.
Yeah, because it was glued on properly before each episode. And he did not sweat in the studio audience. I heard it was fans everywhere. It's like, no.
Oh, y'all the best.
I'm just playing though.
But I'm gonna tell you, it's some real deviancy because you know Harvey Weinstein, we know he's in jail now for the stuff that he did. And basically, in my opinion, Harvey Weinstein just fell on the sword for a lot of other perverts that pushed him on the sword. You know what I mean? And Cat Williams said Harvey Weinstein offered to suck him off 5 times, 5 for a role, right?
You just made my stomach
And
hurt.
he said, I didn't do it. I'm not doing that. He said, but the other guys went ahead of me and got the part. What did they do? They must have did it. You know what I mean? Who knows what they did? But he said he was offered. He didn't do it. He said Diddy came to him for a deal and so forth to work with him. He said, but I had to tell him no because Diddy liked to party, if you know what I mean. He want a party, if you know what I mean. Okay. So he had to tell Diddy no. So you don't want them to get you in these situations where they back you into a corner or put something in your drink or any of this kind of stuff, and you wake up with a sore asshole. Okay.
Speaking of what they have to do, and once some people do it, the position that they're in under control, and I'm not saying this is the case, right? But he brought up the Jonathan Major situation. What do you think about that? Like, because like we saw the actual video of him running from the girl. The girl said he broke her fingers, but she's clearly on video messing with her hair, going in her pockets. I don't know about y'all because you don't even have to be in the health field for this. But if you break your fingers, first of all, women, let me talk to the ladies for a second. When you break a nail, you be handling your little hand with kid gloves, not trying to touch and bump. So we obviously saw those videos. And so for him to still come out and be found guilty of 2 of the 4 and then everything be ripped from up under him, what do you think about that situation?
Well, I had women break their nails on me before, but they were beating me off, so that's another story.
Oh my God.
But but on the
just back up her
to address your point, why is it that it always went in these situations, the black woman to the rescue after you done threw her to the side for a Becky? Okay.
Say that part again. Now you making sense because I can't do that.
Because he acting like he just loved the ground Megan Good walks on, like she's Christ or something. Because I saw the interview, right? And he just saying she's such an angel, she's a godsend. I think I found the one. And she back there crying and shit. Okay.
But this like, Cat Williams said that's why they dropped 2 of them. Oh my God.
Why couldn't he be with Megan in the first
place? They're
together. Megan Good and Jonathan Major.
Megan.
Why couldn't you be with Megan in the first place? That's the point. You know what I
Well,
mean?
no, that's a whole nother conversation that we definitely can have.
But now she in and out of court with him, supporting him with this thing or whatever. But before, you didn't want nothing Megan's complexion. You wanted
Exactly.
Becky. You wanted Becky Sue.
Not Becky
Okay.
Sue.
Yeah, you wanted Becky Sue.
He put the
You know
Sue
what I'm saying?
on there, y'all.
Well, goddamn.
Oh wow.
You know.
Oh wow.
That's
Well,
what that's what he wanted.
but my
So
question was, do you think that he possibly pissed somebody off or said the wrong thing? Because where is this coming from? The situation? Because he obviously didn't do that. Or are you saying that's his karma?
no, the setup goes two ways. Let me explain to you the setup and afford me a little bit of latitude here.
All right,
There are
let's go.
two setups. The first setup is you don't have anything. You're a struggling artist, you broke, so forth, right? They know you talented. They know you can make them a lot of money. So they'll come to you and go, listen, we could make you a millionaire, potentially a billionaire, but you got to do these things with us. We can make this happen very quickly. So they'll get you at that point where you're really, really desperate. And some people say, listen, I've been screwing my whole life for free. A couple of little dinglings in my behind ain't going to hurt none, or, nobody going to know,
Oh
if
wow,
I,
my daughter walked in here at the wrong time. Go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna turn you down and be back.
if, 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 if I gotta suck one or two, I'm not gay, but if I gotta suck one or two to make millions of dollars, nobody gonna know. So be it, right? That's one trick up front they use. They play on your desperation, okay, to get into the business. The second trick is they know you're talented, you gifted, okay. You rightfully should have all these things because you have the ability to do it. So they put you up front. They put you in all these movies. They use your talent. They make a bunch of money off you. You buying mansions and Ferraris, and you rolling in these big parties. Now you part of the clique, right? Then they put you to the side and go, all this shit you got, we could take it all away tomorrow. It'll all be gone tomorrow unless you do A, B, C, and D. Okay. Now you sitting here thinking like, you mean my house could be gone? I would no longer be famous. You take my cars and we'll take everything away unless you do A, B, C, and D. You know what I mean? And if you say no, the trick is first thing they do is they attack your credibility. Oh, he's crazy. And since they control all media, they'll tell them what to report. Report that he's crazy. Get video of him doing anything out the ordinary. We'll report that he's crazy. And then we'll report that he's a drug addict. He's doing these things because he's on drugs. That's why he's behaving like this. Right? And then after everybody
Meanwhile,
believes
they
he's
take all the pills and drugs.
right. So meanwhile, while everybody believes that he's a crazy drug addict, the next thing he ends up dead. And then they'll go, oh, he ended his own life because he was a drug addict and he was crazy. When they killed him,
They try to do that to Martin.
He went up and down the damn street in his damn drawers. To my they gonna kill me. Who the hell is they? You know what I mean? He never mentioned no name. He said they trying to kill me. So it's a real wicked, evil part of the industry that you're gonna have to navigate yourself around and make some real hard decisions if you want to be in that business until things change. Because
but the caveat to what you just said is before you go too far, that some people that either piss them off or either say no, it's a lot of people out here renewing their leases too.
Yeah.
People that disappear and then come back better than ever, bigger than ever. They be like, I changed my mind. Then who knows what those requirements be?
Yep. You should have jumped on it the first time. Now it's double. Okay. So now before it was 5 dicks in your ass. Now it's gonna be 12 dicks in your ass. Because you
No, for real though.
Yeah. No question. Okay. So you just have to decide what's more important to you. And can you wake up? Can you sleep well at night? Can you look yourself in the mirror every day with a clear conscience? Can your children look at you and be proud? You worked hard to get this. You sacrificed for us to get these things. We love you for it. Keep your manhood, keep your integrity, keep your ethics. Is all that possible in a business like this? That's the question, E.
Yeah, because I want to give Anisi talking about not a dozen. uh I want to, this is off topic, but not. I want to give Maya her flowers because one of her interviews just resurfaced, talking about how she was blackballed and certain things that came her way, but since she refused not to, they tried to paint her and still try to make her seem like she was out here hoeing around. People have lied about sleeping with her, but she kept her integrity intact. And yes, that stopped her commercial success, but she's still successful because she has her integrity. She still makes bomb music. She still is gorgeous as ever.
Mm-hmm.
So it boils down to the choices that you make and what you can live with.
She's still
Because all
happily
the money
married.
in the world don't mean nothing when you can't look yourself in the eye. You can't take a proper shit, and you have to see these people in rooms that you've done things with, and it's constantly flashing back in your face. That's why it's the good old boys club. You know what I'm saying? That's why you always, because I used to wonder when I was younger, like, why does it seem like the celebrities, they just swap couples? I didn't understand that, but I could see it being younger. You know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
imagine just being in those rooms with people you done all these things with. Like, I can't.
Yeah. And is it Maya? Maya's the one married to Russell Wilson, right? The football player?
No, that's Sierra.
That's Sierra. Okay.
Come on
All right.
now, old man.
Yeah. So yes, listen.
But
You can't use old, you can't use old for an excuse for everything. You forget stuff too.
Maya is not married to my knowledge. But
Uh-huh.
she the one who did It's All About Me with Cisco.
Yeah, I know who she is. I just get her and Sierra confused sometimes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know who she is though. But
I think Maya, that was not me disrespecting you, ma'am. That was all
what you gotta
Alex.
what you gotta get Sierra?
I don't
The
have
happy
nothing against her, but come on now. Maya is an OG compared to Sierra. And
Sierra's
she
a ha-
does everything that Sierra does. She's dancer, singer, everything.
Sierra's a happily
Oh,
married woman
I
with
think I
children.
did hear that though. I think she did do that actually.
That's what she made that song, right? About choosing me. Is she the one
I
that
want
made
to
that
say that
song?
I remember that.
Yeah, she made that song about choosing herself and marrying herself. But Sierra's a happily married woman. Russell Wilson, they got 5 children. I think one of those children are Future's when she used to mess with Future. But she been married to Russell Wilson for a while now. They happy. Russell makes a lot of money, and they good. You know what I mean?
So anyway,
So,
back to Cat Williams.
mhm.
What else part of the interview kind of hit you?
Well, the thing that's hit me as well about the interview is um Ricky Smiley responded to Cat about
Who
being
did?
Ricky Smiley
Yes, I
about
saw that. Yeah, okay.
the Friday after next. He
Mhm.
responded about being the Santa Claus and Cat Williams being Money Mike. And Ice Cube said, "Listen, originally Ricky Smiley did audition for Money Mike, but when Cat Williams came in, he just blew it away so bad that they were like, oh, Cat got to get this role. We got to give it to him. He is Money Mike." So Cube said, "Listen, we got to put the actors in the best positions in which they can succeed." And Cat was Money Mike hands down. So Ricky became the crackhead Santa Claus, and which was also funny. Okay,
I
but
don't remember his character at all. I'm
it
sorry.
was the crackhead Santa Claus was still in the presents from everybody's house.
I just don't remember it.
Yeah, so he was upset because he wanted to be Money Mike, according to what Cat Williams was saying. He was complaining the whole shoot, like nobody even know who he is. I should have that role, and blah 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 blah. And that's what Cat Williams is making everybody aware of right now. That
Mm-hmm.
he said Ricky Smiley bitched and moaned during the whole production. Now,
That's why you have to always keep in mind how you treat people. What's that saying that you old people say, Alex? Be
watch how you
careful
treat
how
on the
you.
way up, treat people on the
Uh-huh.
way up, because you see the same people on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So And I'm not taking nothing from Ricky Smiley or nothing because I think Ricky Smiley is funny.
Right.
I
We're talking about this incident with Cat
right.
Williams. This is not an indictment on Ricky Williams. I mean, excuse me, Ricky Smiley. Ricky Williams is a football player. Ricky Smiley as a comedian, entertainer, whatever. And this is the anniversary. This month is the anniversary of Ricky Smiley's son's death. So it's a tough month for him.
Yes.
Okay, so our continued condolences to him and his family, because it's tough. I remember when his son, died last January, so that's a tough thing for any parent. But he never addressed directly what Cat was saying. He did talk
None
about
of them did, for real. And
he
Cedric looked like he was being held at gunpoint.
And I think there's something to be said for that. I think when somebody dodges directly what it is you were trying to convey, because they're trying to hide something.
Exactly. Also, a lot of people be saying stuff, but rarely do people come out and respond. And they was lining up to respond to Cat. So that says something as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they have footage of Mark Curry when he was saying how Steve Harvey stole his Halloween bit. Okay. He said somebody called him.
Things from him.
Yeah, he said somebody called him, was like, "Hey, Mark, this dude doing your material." And he was like, "Why?" He said, he didn't even have to go out like that. You got enough money with your bitch ass. You know what I mean? You ain't got to see. And this is the thing I'm talking about with integrity and ethics. Call the person up. Let them know, I love this joke. I'm a fan of yours. I want to use this joke in my routine. Is it okay with you? Okay. If it's okay with you, listen, I'll slide you a few dollars. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That's ethics. Now, the only excuse I would give to them is if sometime, if you got a huge artist, they have a team of people that work for them. And sometime in this team of people, they'll go out and steal material. And you as the artist may not know.
Yeah.
And they'll come to you, they'll come to you with ideas like they made it up.
Mm-hmm.
And you
so they can get that check still and not be fired.
Get that check. You go out there and use it, and then somebody's going, "He using my stuff."
Exactly.
Because your team went out there and got this stuff. I believe I was a victim of that with a film. Okay, that came out. That ironically, Taraji P was in. I'm not going to name the film, but she was in it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying she stole it. I'm saying somebody probably came to the studio or came to the producer with my idea and said, we want to do this movie and put Taraji in it. So I'm not accusing her, but I'm saying when you got a large team of
people, might want to hit her up right about now. She might do yours.
She might. Hey, you never know.
Like for real, yeah. Like you never know. All you can get is a yes or a no. You know what I'm saying?
And I've supported her career from jump.
Mm-hmm, I love Taraji.
Okay.
Then they tried to resurface a video on her pinching the baby and baby boy for her to cry. I said, y'all be so focused on the wrong things. Oh my God.
What happens is, anytime you buck the system, because everybody gets tired at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You get tired of the bullshit. Okay. So anytime you start to buck the system, they start pulling up all this video, all these things, all this negativity, all this, everything you've ever done in your life. Yeah. You could have been 7 years old, beating somebody up in the playground, and they'll pull that shit up. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's good to own your shit. Because I'm gonna tell you all about me. Because you can't use me against me. I know what I did. I was there. What's up?
Right.
But so many people want to hide and make themselves seem like they perfect, but we know there are no perfect people. Just own it and move on. Can't nobody use nothing against you that you own.
But people that go through this initiation process, whatever that may be, this initiation, this indoctrination process to get to the next level, somebody got you on video bent over. Trust and believe. Somebody got you on video sucking something. You better believe it. Okay. So it's on video. And you always know you always look at the biggest stars when there are travesties taking place in the world or in the country, and black people are being killed by police, and all these injustices are done. You can always tell who the people who got some secrets, what they come to the mic and say. First, you don't hear nothing from them at
Hey,
all,
sister.
right?
Love you.
You don't hear nothing from them. And then they team
Mm-hmm.
say, listen, you one of the biggest stars out there. You got to say something. Just watch what you say. Just say, blah, blah, blah. And they'll come out and go, such and such, one of the biggest stars wants to talk about the travesty that's going on in America today. And they'll come to the mic and go, I think what's happening is wrong, and we got to do something about it. Thank you very much. and they leave.
What?
They don't get specific. They don't go too deep because that's career suicide.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But
and that's why I love Cat Williams, because like it's not, some people will take a beautiful moment and twist it up so bad. And I don't feel like he arrogant, but when you put that work in and God allows you to get to where you're at and you're self-made like that, you have a right to be able to stand on business and say what you said, 10 toes down, and not worry about what anybody else says. And that's their problem. Mm-hmm. That they didn't decide to do the hard work. They did the handouts, they did the initiations, whatever that may be, like we said. Mm-hmm. You took those shortcuts. So just like he kept saying in the interview, like, anybody can get on the juice, but once it's time to put body next to body, somebody that's on juice can't come to somebody who naturally got that body.
Right.
That's just right. Like these girls with these BBLs, you can't stand next to a homegrown woman and look your nose down at her when you laid on that table.
And got that, and a natural woman booty is nicer than yours.
I heard some things about that, but that's another conversation too.
So yeah, that's another show, right?
Yes, which we will be covering in 2024. Because we got some dope conversations for y'all. We really gonna be coming hard, because this is episode 39. Can you believe
it? Yeah. And you know what else I found out too during the cat interview, and a lot of other people have been coming out saying how much of a philanthropist he is on the DL.
Okay? Yes. Because let's talk about that for a second, because we talked about the responses, right? So we're talking about all the responses, and a lot of times when these things happen, people don't come out caping for people. And I'm saying that in a loving, respectful way. I'm not saying it in a derogatory manner. Like when Monique came out, nobody stood with her. Right now, Taraji is coming out. Nobody's standing with her. When Cat Williams did this interview, it was so many responses on what he has done for people came out. So I love that.
Mm-hmm. And
Boosie cried.
Right. And what they say about Monique when she first started coming out, oh, she crazy. She disgruntled. Mm-hmm. She just don't want to play ball. She's hard to work with, right? Mm-hmm. Now that Taraji is saying the same thing, all right, she getting some pushback, but not like Monique. She getting more support than Monique got. Monique didn't get any support. Okay, when she was doing it. Okay, so Cat thing is, listen, nobody has ever worked with me and didn't make at least $300,000. That's what he said, right? He said, if you want to put people on and pay them well. And then don't make them bend over or suck on you. Just put them on. If they got the talent, they got the gifts, just put people on.
Did you see the breakdown of the people was breaking down Oprah's body language towards Taraji now that she's said that?
No, I didn't see that.
She seems to be very bothered. Now, this is my opinion. I'm not no body language expert, but I think that it's weighing on her that people are starting to speak about her, because we've had lots of conversations about Oprah, but people on the level of Taraji and Monique, they haven't really said anything, and I feel like it's a lot of things gonna start coming out about Oprah as well. Because when we talked about the P. Diddy thing, We talked about, well, who y'all think gonna be next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of the truth is gonna come out. You know, this is the whole time of exposing and the professional victim scammers, like I like to call them now. Now, let me say this. Some people are truly victims. I'm not talking about them, y'all. I'm not talking about people who things have really happened to them. Survivors, victims, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the scammers that lie and know how to pull on people's heartstrings and manipulate. That's who I'm talking about.
Right. Right. And to get back to Cat's philanthropy for a minute, you know, you mentioned Boosie, right?
Boosie.
Boosie was locked up, right? And Boosie had a lot of support when he was locked up. Yeah, free Boosie, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But nobody was giving him any money. Okay. Now, he had never met Cat Williams. He didn't know Cat Williams at all. Okay. When he got released from prison, Cat Williams invited him to a concert, front row seats. So he went. And then afterwards, Cat Williams said, listen, I need to see you, so forth and so on. Cat Williams gave him $15,000.
Yeah, he threw it to him in the
$15,000.
car, wrapped up in a towel.
And Boosie was like, you know, this is a real nigga right here because he didn't know me to give me $15,000. He said, so I ain't got nothing to say about what Cat said. I ain't got nothing to say because he been a real dude to me, period.
And multiple people came out saying the same thing.
Yeah, that him and Prince rolled together, and Prince was a huge philanthropist in secret. Okay, so both them guys was doing this philanthropy. You don't have to have a camera in front of you when you're doing these things. Like somebody like Diddy has to have a camera in front of him, hold up the big cardboard check that's 4 feet, 5 feet long, and say, I'm giving $1 million to such and such. A lot of real philanthropists don't do that.
Exactly.
They're not about the cameras and all the notoriety. You just give to give. You change lives to change lives.
And that's how you get your real blessings. That's how you are blessed. That's how you are able to maintain because your intentions. It's all about the intentions. The actions really don't have nothing to do with anything. You can tell somebody you love them, don't mean that. You can feed somebody, that don't matter. Your intentions behind your actions is what matters.
Right. And the thing too with Monique is the three people that were really attacking Monique, who had all the power and all the leverage at that time, were Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say they're coming for Tyler too.
And Monique said to this day, Lee Daniels is the only one that has apologized to her directly.
Oh wow, that's ironic because what did we just say? The people coming out on Oprah, and you know the people is coming from Tyler now about the Christian situation.
Right. And they always been about the dress. Always been about the dress wearing and so forth. You know what I mean? And
I'm gonna say that about what Cat Williams said. Hey, listen, there was no lies told. Okay. And speaking of no lies told, make sure y'all tune in on Patreon with me and Matt for No Lies Told because it is up. Anyway, Ricky Smiley and Tyler Perry are the funniest when they in dresses. That's a fact.
He said it.
I didn't really watch Tyler Perry when he act and he's Tyler Perry.
But when you go on Madea, and look, let's be honest.
That's all I see.
A lot of Madea movies was funny. I got a lot of laughs out of them.
And I came up in that era when after church we would watch the plays.
Right. Yeah.
Before he started making the movies, he had the plays, and we after church we would eat and we would crack up to a Tyler Perry play.
That's it. You know, because he could play that character. You know, and Cat Williams said the only thing that Ricky Smiley and Tyler Perry could do is they play great women. They can't play a man to save their life. That's what he said. Okay.
There was no lies detected.
And he said Ricky Smiley acted up so bad on Friday After Next that he told the executives in his contract, if I ever work with Ricky Smiley again, he got to wear a dress. And they said, what was his next movie? First Friday. Did he have the dress on?
You mean First Sunday?
First Sunday, right? First Sunday. Thank you. First Sunday. Did he have the dress on? He sure did, because Cat Williams said it was in my contract.
Ironically, that was a who movie? Who movie was that?
That was Ice Cube.
Exactly. So stop
Yeah.
playing like y'all know what's going on, sir.
Yep. That's Ice Cube movie.
First, I think it was
So
funny.
yeah, funny movie. Again, these guys are funny, and Ricky Smiley included. These some funny dudes, but you know, when you a lot of times when you don't do things the right way, it come back to haunt you. You know,
Exactly.
and nobody's saying you got to run around and be a nice guy all day because, quite
But why
frankly,
not? Why not?
well, because quite frankly, if everybody likes you, chances are you're not going to be successful. Sometimes you need that pushback and that stimulation to drive you to be better. You know what I mean? That's just the nature of it. Even the Bible says, "Be angry, but sin not," because the anger can drive you in a positive direction if you use it
I want to see
wisely.
that verse.
Oh yeah, be angry, but sin not. It's in there.
Just send it to me so I can use it.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all know me, because I will be petty in a heartbeat. Like, well, wait a minute now. I can't wait to use that on my mama or my daddy or my granny. So you got to send me that. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, but you know, to put that in a contract, now that's gangster. That's gangster right there. I will not work with him again unless he put a dress on. You know what I mean? It's and the same
That
thing.
what you should have rebutted. The things that he said that people should have responded to, they ain't respond to none of that shit.
No, like I said, they're not responding directly to what he's saying. They're talking around it.
Exactly, which makes you look even more guilty.
Right. You know, he said that Kevin Hart said, "I would never put a dress on." Then all of a sudden you see him in the dress. And he like, well, Kevin Hart's like, well, I made that decision to put the dress on. But you
What
didn't make the
movie was he
decision.
in the dress in?
I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't, I got to go back and look at his filmography. I'm not sure what movie it is, but I do recall him, wearing a dress. I'm not sure if it was for a
Thank you,
skit.
Anisi. That's why I love you. She said in the book of Ephesians 4:26 and 27. Thank you, ma'am.
Be angry, but sin not.
I'm using that on you later on, Anisi.
Tell Aunt Nisi to find the other one. There's another one in there that I like. He who don't bend over, don't get it.
Oh my God. That's blasphemy. Where's my
what? Aunt Nisi, find that one.
I'm doing this with you. Oh my God. And I was ready to listen to your crazy ass tell me another one too.
You didn't let me finish. He is that don't bend over, don't get it a dealeth.
I'm done. Just hear Anisi laughing right now in my head. You crazy.
Go find that one, Anisi.
I'm done. She talking about Alex chapters 24 verse 7. And that's the only book it's gonna be in.
Oh man. But on the business of it, EsessionByEnicole, they're approaching 35 million views, Shannon Sharp, at this point for Club Shay Shay on this video. That's a hell of a check coming back to him. Now,
not to mention that he done clipped it up into 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 minute increments of every sentence, which you're gonna get money out there too. I ain't watching your pockets, but go ahead on, because I see what them YouTube checks can do.
Maximizing his content. That's just smart. Chop it up.
But we can't do that. We can't reshare content. Everybody can't do that. But I ain't hating. Listen, get your money, Shannon. Because Shannon came out and checked people. Did you see that?
No, what did he say? Oh, I didn't see his response. I didn't see his response yet. I came across it, but I didn't watch it yet.
So I guess he's getting pushed back, of course,
Right.
And he said, look, I did the interview with him just like I did the interview with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing be, y'all want to see it, but then y'all complain. Like, pick one.
Right.
I don't understand when people don't like something and they write up under the comments or watching the whole thing. Just be having something to say, but you're here watching though. So just shut up and enjoy the show.
Exactly. And listen, and we know that there's times when Shannon was even like, why are you saying this? Shannon was trying to pivot from some of that stuff because he didn't expect Cat to go certain places, you know, and Cat had to cut him off and finish his point. You know, let me say this while I'm here. You know, Cat may not be asked to come back, so he gonna say it all while he there. So a lot of these guys who Cat mentioned, they're saying that, you know, because he's trying to sell his concert now, he going back on tour, he's trying to do this, he's trying to do that to sell more tickets, whatever.
But he can do that regardless of it doing that.
He always sells out.
Yeah, he didn't have to do it. He told us that, and that's why they mad, because he actually said it. He's not afraid to say what he wants to say. Which, if you're grown, you shouldn't be afraid to say anything you think. We're all entitled to our own opinion, right?
Right. See, and that's the thing. Nobody's saying what he's saying is true, is untrue, is whatever. But when a person has receipts, when you look and see what's making sense, you go back and backtrack, look at old videos, and see, you start to say, wait a minute now. You know what I'm saying? So when things start to add up, it's about evidence. It's about what makes sense. What makes sense? When things start to add up, you're like, well, you know, Cat can't be too wrong. Let somebody say something different. This is what I'm seeing.
Exactly. Do y'all know what the biggest Shannon Sharp pivot of that conversation was?
What?
When he brought up this man right here.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Why you had to play that particular clip?
Because that was the biggest pivot of the whole conversation.
I'm pretty sure Bishop Jakes is not talking about swallowing cum. So why you got to put that?
What do you mean?
What you got?
What do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? What you got to put it up there?
Let me play it again for the people because I do have to play this commercial for.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
And we will be discussing all things, including swallowing, on Risque Rants. Okay, so make sure that y'all tune in.
Why can't he be talking about being swallowed up by life's transgressions and the hard?
I don't think. Did you see that sequins glittery purple gown he had on?
Y'all gonna stop there. You talk about me. Where's your thing at? Where's your Where's
we don't need one right now.
You better put it up there. You better put it up there. Nisi, you better tell her. You better tell her Nisi put that thing up.
No, you see what Nisi said.
Hey, I have heard a lot about him over the years. Oh my goodness gracious. Allegedly.
No.
Allegedly. Okay.
Do I need to play it again?
I'm pretty sure people are looking into it now because
it's gonna come out.
Cat mentioned him and Diddy again.
Exactly.
You know? So listen. You know, when it rains, it pours, right?
So I guess it's real wet around there.
What's real wet?
all types of things. Sister, it's true. It's true, sister.
We need Sexy Red up here for Booty Hole Brown. We need
No. I'll pass.
Booty Hole ain't brown. What is?
Listen. I am a peanut butter color. That's what I am.
Oh man, this is bananas. And it's
don't bring up bananas. You see what Nisi said? Oh my God, that clip took me out, child.
It is crazy how all this stuff now is coming. You know, Dr. King said many years ago, no lie can live forever. You know, and we all know what's done in the dark will eventually come to light. And what these people are trying to do, EsessionByEnicole, seriously though, they're trying to get out of here before their lives are exposed. They're trying to live long enough to get out of here, okay, with their reputation intact, and all this stuff come out, and it don't matter because they're gone now. You know what I mean?
They don't want to lose what they got. But listen, we already know whatever the enemy give you, he's going to come and get it before you die.
There's going to be recompense.
He's definitely going to repo that shit before you die.
There's going to be recompense because
it's not altered, sister. He said that. And that gown was definitely altered to fit his body. Slim and fit snug.
You see, you must just not like Jakes for some reason.
I'm just saying.
A lot of pastors and bishops wear those gowns, you know. Where's my
No, we don't need it right now. We don't need it right now. She talking about play it one more time. I got
man, my goodness.
I got you.
One more again.
Would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was over?
I'm not messing with y'all.
Oh my God.
Y'all blaspheming. This is blasphemy.
He blaspheming. What you talking about?
You blaspheming on the Lord's name.
On that note, this was a great show tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's a great place to bookmark it. Y'all make sure that y'all check out the description of this video and any video I put on, because whoever is on the stage with me, this is collaboratory. This is not competition. So I support the people that are with me and support me wholeheartedly. So please make sure that y'all check that description so that you can subscribe to Alex's YouTube page, and also check out his Etsy store where he has lots of great products. My sister is in the building, so we will be getting y'all to her products as well. Me and Nisi got some things coming up, so make sure.
Tell them about your merch, E.
Oh, well, we wasn't quite ready.
What?
Stay tuned. It's for the members only, you know. So grab those memberships. Grab those memberships. But you see, Alex already seen it, and it's very good quality. Okay. Nisi says she got her shirt from you today.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
That's what it's about, y'all. We have to support each other. Circulate this money with each other.
Yes, and Aunt Nisi, let me know what your husband thinks, and please share the link around as much as you can with family, friends, associates, and so forth, and let them know to shop there.
And my sister is right. BBW women, big beautiful women, plus size people. Please hit me up. We got some things in store, y'all. So hit us up. There's a lot of things going on in the galaxy, y'all. So grab those memberships. Get over there because we got some things coming. We're going to be in cities near y'all real soon, We about to be out here, about to be outside.
And we going the independent route. We're going to do it the hard way. We're going to take the long route, but we're going to have our integrity.
I don't know about the hard way, but
there you go. You on the road right now. I'm getting out of here. You on the road right now. You can take it.
It's your fault. You defiled me. But yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned. Y'all know we'll see y'all next Monday, same time, same place. Yeah. Y'all have a good night and a productive week. We out of here.
Next Monday. Love y'all.
Yeah. Bye. This is EsessionByEnicole. but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy.
Hey, it's Sean Dufresne from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love Marriage DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TheeEnicole. She is amazing. Click that button, subscribe, and you are going to enjoy all the information that she's going to share.
So come on over and tune in